Yo people, welcome back to another video. And today, of course, is UCL night. So of course I have to bring you the UCL or Champions League predictions. So yeah, um, so we will start off with the first few games. Of course, there is two games, which is early kickoff, and it is in one of the biggest groups, of course, by Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid. It's basically fighting for who's going to get to Europa League and who's going to get to Europa League. Who's not going to qualify for that and get knocked out in Europe. Um, so that's up for grabs. I'm saying Group B. So we start off with the first game, which is of course Bayer Leverkusen versus Club Rouge. Um, and yeah, if we look on the form in the Champions League, of course, first game was against Bayer Leverkusen. They they beat Bayer Leverkusen 1-0, then beat Porto 4-0, then beat Atletico Madrid 2-0, drew to Atletico Madrid, then lost to Porto 4-0. So yeah, they are on 10 points. They qualified. Porto, the other team we will discuss in the next game, has also qualified. It's between Atletico Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen. If you remember the first round of Champions League predictions, I actually said I predict Bayer Leverkusen to finish fourth in their group. So yeah, and if we look by Leverkusen, first game of course they lost to Club Brugge 1-0. Then they beat Atletico Madrid 2-0. Lost to Porto 2-0. Lost to Porto again 3-0. Then drew with Atletico Madrid of course 2-2 to qualify basically. So if we look history between these two teams in the Champions League, they have faced once, and that is of course the match versus Club, the alien match. That I'm going to say, if I have to go, I'm going to say 2-1 to Club Brugge. It's just because it's Club Brugge. They're top of the group. They've former Bayer Leverkusen. They're bottom of their group. Um, I've, but it's going to be a tough game for them because they are, of course, away from home. So yeah, the next game is of course Porto versus Atletico Madrid. Porto, they qualified, but Atletico Madrid they need to win. If they don't win, and Bayer Leverkusen wins, they're going to be knocked out of any Europe competition. So again, we look form-wise. Of course, they beat Porto 2-1, then lost to Bayer Leverkusen 2-0, and again to Club Brugge 2-0. Then drew with Club Brugge and drew with Bayer Leverkusen. And then Porto, they lost 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. So the first game of Atletico Madrid, they beaten Porto. I think I said Atletico Madrid lost to Porto, but they did beat them in the first game. And then Porto, of course, lost 4-0 to Club Brugge. Then beat Bayer Leverkusen 2-0. Then beat them 3-0. Then beat Club Brugge 4-0. Stay in good form. I'm thinking a 3-1 Porto. Just because it's Porto. It's at their own ground. They would want to continue on their excellent form. So yeah, as it stands, and both Bayer Leverkusen losing at Atletico Madrid losing. By Atletico Madrid qualify for Europa League, and Bayer Leverkusen does not. And if we go on to the next group, which is Bayern Munich, Group C. Now, of course, Barca. Na 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 na. Goodbye. Barca, goodbye. Yeah, screw you, Barca. Fully deserve that they should be there. Just wish Victoria Pleasant was just gotten maybe a win, and they got a win and draw. Victoria Pleasant might even get Europa League, but of course they didn't. Now, big match at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich. They they will finish top of the group. Inter, they will finish second. They're 5 points clear of Inter. Won all the games. Will they so far? Will they win the last game? Um, I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say 2-0 to Bayern. Um, and yeah, if we just go to the Barca Victoria Pleasant game, of course, it's away for Barca at Dawson Arena in Pleasant. Uh, I think um, I think Barca want to go out with pride in the competition. So I'm going to say a 3-1 Barca win. Um, that's my prediction. Now we move to Group A, which is Liverpool vs Napoli. Of course, that's a big game. In Liverpool, they're currently second. They're 3 points off Napoli. They need to defeat Napoli by the goal difference is what 7 goal difference. So they need to win by 7 goals basically to tie the goal difference, um, and not let Napoli score. So they should basically do what they did to Rangers, which I don't see them doing. So I think they will finish second. Um, but I think they will be tied on points. I think Liverpool just Champions League night. I think Napoli, of course, they got a big game with Atalanta at the weekend. So I'm going to say 2-1 Napoli. I think Mo Salah to get a late minute one. I think that's what I'm going for. Now the other game, which is a dead. Oh wait, maybe it isn't. Wait, let me just see where's that game. Yeah, Rangers Ajax. Let me just look at the group. Yeah, it is a dead game. Rangers goal difference is sky. So if Rangers would have won, it doesn't matter. Um, so yeah, I'm going to say it's at the Ibrox. Ajax just won that first game against Rangers at the at Ajax's stadium. I can't remember the one Cruyff Arena. I think that's where it is. Um, Fair they have lost every game so far. The last game, uh, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say 4-0 to again 4-0 to Ajax. Group is of course Group D. Um, so Tottenham for them they just need to win. If they draw, then and Sporting of Frankfurt win, they don't qualify. Marseille also wants to win, so if they win they qualify. So Tottenham, I think they would hope they get a draw, and maybe Sporting and Frankfurt draw like 0-0 or maybe 1-1 for them to go through. But no, I think Tottenham they need to, and same for Marseille, and that's of course in Group D. Now, of course, Marseille face Tottenham. Tottenham, they have been the only loss was against Sporting 2-0, which I said they will lose 2-1. So I'm thinking Marseille do it. I think Marseille win 2-1 and 2-1. I think I think Marseille do it. Um, Now we move on to Sporting Frankfurt, of course. If my if I'm correct in saying that Tottenham lose, it's going to be all up for grabs in that Sporting Frankfurt game if they see Tottenham are losing. Um, I'm I'm going to back Sporting. I just think Sporting will do it. Um, Getting another 2-1 one in that game. Now we move on to tomorrow's game. Yeah, which is Real Madrid versus Celtic and Shakhtar vs RB Leipzig, um, which is Group F. Uh, Now, interesting, if Shakhtar beats Leipzig, which I think they can do, mm, but, and because Shakhtar has a better goal difference than Leipzig, so I think they will win. Um, so if Shakhtar beat Leipzig, they go through. Shakhtar go through, and Leipzig are in the Europa League. Madrid are. mm, If Madrid don't beat Celtic, which I think is highly unlikely, but they need to beat them because if Leipzig wins and they lose or draw, Leipzig goes above them. So, but yeah, Real Madrid are through. There's no chance Shakhtar can catch them. It's at the Bernabeu. I'm thinking, nah, 4-0. I'm going 4-0 Real Madrid. Benzema to score twice. Vinicius Junior to score once, and of course, I think Valverde. I think Valverde will score. Um, Shakhtar versus Leipzig. No, what? Shakhtar last time they played, they beat Leipzig 4-1 at Leipzig's own ground. So I'm going to say Shakhtar won. I'm thinking 2-1, a tight 2-1. No, 1-0. I think Shakhtar keeps a clean sheet. 1-0 Shakhtar. I think Shakhtar is going to win. Now we move on to Group E. Of course, the group Chelsea are in. In we qualified. I think unless AC Milan beat Salzburg, what 6-5-0, which I doubt will happen. But you never know. Unless that happens and Chelsea uh, don't score any goals, which might happen, you never know. Then they qualify above us. But we first place, they second place. But if Dinamo Zagreb win uh, versus us, which I doubt, and Salzburg win, then AC Milan can drop into um, third place, and Salzburg could go through. Um, so Salzburg needs to hope Zagreb goes through. Beat Chelsea, which I highly doubt. Yeah, I'm going to say 3-0, no 3-1 in the AC Milan Salzburg game. For Chelsea, I'm going to say 2-1. I think it's going to be a tight game. Okay. Now we move on to Copenhagen vs Borussia Dortmund, which is of course Group G. Dortmund. They have qualified. Right? Sevilla, unless they do a madness against City, which I highly doubt, then they can. But Dortmund qualified, City have qualified, right? Yeah, but for again Copenhagen, if they win like what's that? About seven goals with Borussia Dortmund and Sevilla. Don't score any goals with City. They can go into that third space, but I don't think so. Um, I'm going to say I think Copenhagen will score, but I think Borussia Dortmund will win. Um, I think they're not going to take the game highly, Borussia Dortmund, so I will go 3-1. 3-1 Dortmund. Um, then, of course, City face Sevilla. Of course, Erling Haaland is out for that game. That's breaking news. Also, I think Manchester City will still win 2-0. Easy for them. Now we move on to, of course, Juventus with PSG, which is a good match if you look at the group wise. Juventus they have already been relegated to Europa League, and so that Benfica and PSG. If Benfica, if they can smash Maccabi Haifa 5-6-0, maybe then and PSG have a tough game against Juventus, but Benfica could qualify in that first spot. Um, yeah, I'm going to say 2-0, 2-0 to PSG, comfortable 2-0. The Maccabi Haifa Benfica, I'm going to say 3-0 to Benfica. So yeah, that's all my predictions. Be up everyone who's watched and like and share the channel. So just to quickly give recap on my predictions. 2-1 Club Brugge going to defeat by Leverkusen away from home. Porto, Atletico Madrid. I'm going to say 3-1 at Porto. So Atletico Madrid will finish in that spot. Bayern Munich versus Inter Milan. I'm saying 2-0 Bayern Munich. And I'm going to say what's 3-1 Barcelona. Barcelona, they are already in Europa League. That is a bit of a dead rubber game. So we move to Liverpool. I'm saying 2-1 Liverpool. I think they will win. Hopefully they do, just for my prediction's sake. But it will also be funny seeing them getting squashed by Napoli. But then we have Marseille, of course. They are 2-1 Marseille. That's what I'm going for. I think Tottenham they will um, they will get relegated to Europa League with was it with Sporting beating Frankfurt. And then I'm going to say 4-0 Ajax. I think Ajax just smash up Rangers. They're not a Champions League team, so yeah. Then we have Barca versus Victoria Pleasant. Oh yeah, I already said it. Going 4-0 Real Madrid versus Shakhtar. It's at home for Real Madrid. They should do it. Shakhtar 1, I think they will beat Leipzig, and I think they will qualify. Again, if we just quickly look, if Shakhtar beats Leipzig, they have better goal difference, so then Shakhtar go through. So that's an interesting group. That AC Milan, I'm going to say 3-1. Chelsea 2-1 versus Dinamo Zagreb. AC Milan 3-1 versus Salzburg, of course. Then Borussia Dortmund 3-1 versus Copenhagen. I think they will rest some of the players. That's why I'm not going 3-0, 4-0, or 4-1. PSG, I think, will comfortable 2-0 win. Saying 3-0 Benfica beat Maccabi Haifa. And I also am saying 2-0 easy win to Manchester City. So yeah, let just quickly wanna look at the. So yeah, there will also be a championship video out later. Tonight, I think almost straight after this one, there will be championship video coming out. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, put on the notification bell so you be notified of any video, any stream, and stuff like that. So yeah, tomorrow there will be UEFA Europa League stream previewing that. I will have some fans, also fans, um, on this. So yeah, be up everyone and who has watched this game. Not game. Who has watched this video? Be up yourselves. Yeah, I will see you all later. Peace.